What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today when I talk to you about Faraday Future, I want to give you an overview of what happened today, go over some of the data points and everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, Faraday did go down 4.4%. So there was no specific news today associated to Faraday, no SEC filings, nothing like that. So today it largely did get dragged down with the broader market, as well as, in my opinion, just false promises. So I'm going to talk about that and everything else you need to know. But once again, you do see on social media saying that shorts are doing a laddered attack and whatever else. They once again did return. So they returned to 36 or almost 37,000 shares. So a drop in the bucket, especially considering there was 48.4 million shares being traded. 55 is the average. So average has gone down quite a lot, but still needless to say, they were returning today. 11.15% of the free float is being shorted. I'm sure some of you might be wondering, why did it jump from around 9 to now 11%? It is because of this. So 2 times per month, the NASDAQ does disclose the true amount of shares being shorted. Aside from those 2 days, everything is just estimated. And even one negative of that is that it's delayed information. So on August the 9th, the NASDAQ did disclose that as of July 31st, there was 46.92 million shares overall being shorted, and that works out to be 10.73%. And then what Ortex and Fintel and many other platforms do is they take this information and calculate it up to the present date. So this is why you do have that 17% or 15. So 11.15% of the free float being shorted works out to be 48.75 million shares overall being shorted. So not necessarily the best. And even looking at options, dollar value is very low. So 26,000 in calls, 25,000 in puts. And given where Faraday is at 21 cents, there's no point in doing technicals on it. Like even for the longest time, even momentum plays in general, you always have to take technical analysis with a grain of salt. Even looking at this data, like there's no real relevance at the end of the day. It's just, regrettably, like I said in my last couple of videos, people just want news. And there was one thing anticipated. So I was kind of waiting for, and this is why the video is a little bit late, is because I was waiting for something to happen. And whether it be on Faraday's YouTube page, whatever else, even on Twitter, YT, the last update, which was on August the 7th, did say that they're going to be delivering the 13th vehicle on August the 12th. And as far as I'm aware, there's still about 5 hours left, but today is August the 12th. And this is why I have clearly stated, once again, just for transparency purposes, I'm not trying to get you guys to sell, just bringing up points and my statements, my viewpoints, of course. But in many videos, I have stated that at this stage in the game, ever since the shareholder meeting, the whole reverse stock split was passed, as well as the raising of the authorized shares, you have to trust management. Plain as day. And I've been covering Faraday for 2 years. You can go back and look at many of my videos. I have been kind of calling out Faraday quite a lot. And yeah, generally people don't really like to hear that kind of crap. They like to hear more motivational pumping up kind of stuff. So obviously a lot of my stuff has gone to deaf ears a little bit, but still, this is the type of stuff I am talking about. And even looking back at some of the recent news, they have stated based on this. So as you can kind of see right here, on October the 15th, they did kind of talk on how they're going to be protecting stockholder interests. They also came out with this on December the 14th on how they are going to be protecting stockholder interest. And I believe there was one other one as well. This is the same one, I believe, so October 15th. But regardless, basically in a 3-month time span, they did 3 PRs, how they are protecting stockholder interests. And so I just wanted to go over this with you. Like I said, I've been covering them for a while. Some of you may or may not have been involved during this time period, but like I said, when it comes down to trusting management, you need to ensure that they follow through with their commitments. So this is, for the most part, 6 things that they did bring up that is going to, in their heads, really make a big difference. So this one says that they did engage with share intel, and this is ultimately to combat against naked shorting, malicious activities that is really suppressing the stock price. That's what they have portrayed. Again, this came out in October. They did provide a further update in December, so this PR right here, saying that they are now engaging in the second step of share intel. And so this would have been one really, really good thing to bring up during the interview. Where is that at? Like, what is happening with all this manipulation? Why are you paying, for instance, share intel? I believe it's $2,500 a week, if I remember correctly. But ultimately, why are you paying all this for you to do nothing with? And are you still pursuing this? Like, this is one thing, in my opinion, this is a big fat no. They have not done that. Point number 2, this is one of my biggest arguments, and I'm really surprised that they have not had a lawsuit, or probably they just settled, but executive leaders of the company intend to increase their holdings. So they did at one time say all of their management has agreed to take half their salary and put it towards Faraday stock. This never happened. No Form 4s, nothing coming from management. So once again, another lie. And yes, this video might be more FUD related, but like I've clearly stated, I really do not give a crap if you buy, sell, hold. I'm just here to educate. So if you are holding, you need to really understand what you are holding. That's just, again, my own opinion. But the company continues to actively engage with potential strategic investors. The only one that they've ever elaborated on was the UAE. And so this one, again, came out, as you can kind of see, October 15th. So it's just almost a year, give or take. So this one, I don't know. I don't want to crossed off yet, but maybe a question mark, half cross a little bit. Number 4, the company is undergoing a organizational upgrade to meet the opportunities and challenges as the company enters a new phase of development. They have not done that one bit. If anything, based on their last earnings, they're laying people off, or about to. So again, something to keep in mind. The company is continuing to take steps to reduce operational and supply chain costs to support its strategic objectives. This one, based on the earnings, they did not do. And their last earnings, it looks like they were dormant. So that's not really kind of cutting costs for supply chain. That's just not doing anything. So that doesn't really count. And this one, it says invite professional media outlets. I think the only one that actually came, in my opinion, was Omar. And that was recently, so that one maybe half a strike, which in my opinion, I think they really only invited and engaged with people that were willing to pump them up, not call them out. Because all of this, if I was to have an interview with YT, and it's interesting because he used to engage quite a lot with a lot of people, and during that time I said, hey, I'll do an interview with you. Would you be open to that? No answer, nothing at all, because probably they know I would be asking a lot about these types of questions. So once again, I kind of went on a tangent. It kind of just goes to show that where the hell is this delivery? Is that going to truly happen? Because if it does not happen this week, then they have a lot of explaining to do. And even technically, when it comes down to the whole reverse stock split, they need to submit it, I believe, by close of business day on Wednesday to announce it to shareholders, because they need to give 2 days to shareholders. So that counts the Thursday and then the Friday to be effective on the following Monday, which would be, I'll just pull up a calendar, which would be effective on the 19th. In my opinion, I've already stated that I think it's too short, but they need to submit it for that, just for the bare minimum of 10. And it'd be very interesting to see YT and Matthias's face if they get a fun letter from the NASDAQ saying that it's not actually 10. But still, beside the point though, yeah, I just wanted to kind of pop on. And yeah, I'm sure I'm going to get some hate because I'm not saying diamond hand and go buy those bananas or whatever crap people want to hear. But you need to realize what you are holding. And I've stated very clearly, at this stage, if you are investing, you have to give pretty much your whole life and your trust into Faraday's management, because they have the power. Because now raising the authorized shares, they can dilute to kingdom come, and they can do a lot of damage. They can issue countless notes. Like I said, that is a good equivalent to a payday loan. And this is why, in my opinion, why the actual outstanding shares kind of nearly reached the cap is to all, like, the lower the stock price for Faraday, the more convertible shares are issued through the notes. And so it's kind of a vicious cycle, domino effect. So yeah, all in all, enough of me ranting. I just wanted to kind of pop on and give you guys a quick summary of what happened today and everything that you need to know. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Have you been buying? Have you been selling? What have you been doing with Faraday? And one final thing, even though Faraday has been going down, take advantage of this promo. Completely free shares. This promo has also been extended up until the end of August, and each share is valued up to $2,000. So link to this is in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.